pretty wild out there today. I think I might have to plow later. Look at this. It's been blowing and drifting. No, go back. She doesn't want to go out there either. Now that I'm feeling better, although you probably can't tell by the way I look, I'm feeling better. Yesterday I went out, met a friend for lunch, and it was so nice. Today I've already done some work, and now I decided I'm going to start making my sourdough bread again. It's been a long time. In fact, it's been almost a year since I made sourdough, and I had the starter in the refrigerator, and I'm like, is it gonna work? Is it gonna come back? And I think it's working. It got nice and bubbly like it's supposed to. And anyway, let me show you what I've got. So I've already, this is my dough. So oops, it's hard to hold the camera and do this stuff. Every 15 minutes, you fold it, and it gets the gluten in there working, and this is going to be smooth after, 3 more times of folding it. So we'll see if I get a loaf of bread today or not. The dough is tasting pretty sour, so I guess that's a good thing if you like sourdough bread, right? I have to wait 15 minutes between the fold and stretching of the sourdough bread, so I thought, well, this is a good time for me to go let Ernie out because he hasn't been let out yet, and it's getting late. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing, going to let Ernie out. I've got 2 dogs with me. We'll see if they follow me. This might be a mistake, though. I didn't take the time to change my shoes. I've just got tennis shoes on. Hang on. It's crunchy snow. Let's see. There's one dog sort of behind me. We'll see. I'm not even sure which. Oh, I'm coming, Ernie. I can hear you. By the way, it is cold out here. Just a wee bit cold out here. Should have grabbed a jacket too. I thought, nah, I'll be fast. Okay, Ernie, we're ready. Oh, I forgot to bring water. Shoot. And that is frozen solid. Or food. Ready, Freddy? Good morning. All right. Okay, he's taken care of. He's out. I'll have to go get some water and food and bring it back here. Or maybe Erica will take care of that. Okay. Or maybe Ernie will eat the snow like Wilder is doing. Your snout's all white. Ernie! He's hiding back there. Let me show you the woods. All right. Oh, I'm getting really cold. Yes, I just got over being sick. It's fine. It's truly fine. It's a nice wool sweater I've got on here. There's my Natty Gann. Hi, Natty Gann. Let's go in the house. Come on, guys. Hi, Piper. Is it too cold for you to go outside today? And there's Natty, but Wilder's outside. He's putzing, taking his little old time to come in. Good boy. Okay, I'm back for another stretch and fold. We'll see. I'm having a hard time holding the camera. We'll see how it looks after the stretch and fold. Okay, so yeah. Let me see. Oh, here's my bowl and my dough. So supposedly you're supposed to stretch it and fold it, and you just go around the bowl and you do it like 4 times. I can already see the texture is changing, and then you give it a rest for another 15 minutes. So it just takes time. It's easy. It's very easy. It just takes time. And I sure hope after all this it turns out today. It's time again. Round. I think this is the 3rd round. I'll show you how the dough looks before I fold it. So it's nice. I'm gonna do the same thing. You can see just stretching it already looks better. Look how smooth that is now. I think I'm going to do one more rest. All right, I'm back. We're going to do one more pull and stretch, and then I'm going to let it rest. I don't know for how long. I'll have to look that up and see how it does. There's the texture before the last pull and stretch. You can tell it's really smoothed out. And I was reading the recipe I'd written down, and it just said 3 pull and stretches, but I'm doing 4. So smooth. I checked the recipe. It said to let it sit for 3 to 5 hours. So it's just gonna rest in this little bowl on my counter. I'm gonna go about my day and come back sometime this afternoon and do the next step. Okay, it's been some time and I'm ready to do the next step with the bread. Okay, instead of a floured surface, and this is the starter for the next batch, instead of a floured surface, I am just going to grease the surface so that the dough doesn't stick to it. So I'm just gonna put some butter down. I'm just gonna let the dough out. It feels heavy, so I don't know how good this loaf is going to be, but we'll find out. You know, trying to get my starter active again. A little trial and error. Next time, I shouldn't wait a whole year. So, I rolled it out into a square. Then you want to take a corner and pull it in and go around like that. Actually, what I'm going to do, I think, is put this into a bread loaf pan. I have one. So I want to change the shape here. I've changed my mind though. I said I might use a bread loaf pan, but instead I'm going to use this. It's enamel covered cast iron. So I'm going to line it with that, put it in here to rise, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, I realize this paper is really loud. So I've got this beautiful loaf. Set that in there. Look at that. Okay. Oops. Everything is so loud. I think you can just let it rise in the refrigerator overnight and then put it in the oven in the morning. Yep, in the meantime, I've got, this is a dry starter. I don't know, we'll see how it is in the morning. It's kind of cool in here in my kitchen, so it might take longer than normal. And I have another starter going there. I don't know what to say. Okay, I'll be back. It is the next day. It's already almost 11 a.m. and I pulled my starter out of the refrigerator earlier today, and the pan is finally warming up. It was cold. I didn't expect it to rise at all because of that, or for that reason. Yeah. So it's starting to rise. I don't hold a lot of hope for this dough. I don't know. I don't hold a lot of hope for it. We'll see. And then the dry starter I try to make, it's not doing very well. I told you though it's cool in the house, so that might be why. But usually it's all bubbly by morning. And I've been getting this other starter, keeping this other starter going. So hopefully one way or the other I'll get another good starter going. The lesson here is don't let your starter go for a whole year. It doesn't work very well. And when you bake, the fun part happens afterwards. You have to clean up your mess. So I'm gonna clean it up, do some dishes. So it looks like it's done. You know, it's gonna be a really, really dense, heavy loaf. It's much later in the evening, and since my sourdough bread didn't turn out, I decided just to make regular loaf of yeast bread. Let me show you. All right, that one turned out. Look at that. That looks great. Hope it's done all the way. Woo, make up for that sourdough bread for sure. Let me show you. This was the flat sourdough, and this. Woo. Okay, and this, let me do it. There we go. See? I can make bread.
bread.
Oh, there you go.
Just had to wait
It's
a little
done.
bit.
My sourdough is working. Second try. It just was a little too tall for the where I had the rack. My second try.
Failed.
No.
Again.
At the sourdough bread has turned out so much better. I guess my sourdough just needed a little bit of time to reactivate and be active. Here it is. Doesn't that look great? I went ahead, I did butter the top, and you're not supposed to do that.
That was so funny. I just can't stop laughing.
You're not supposed to do that with sourdough bread, but I did anyway, 'cause sometimes it gets really hard. Anyway.
Still is really hard.
And can you tell my grandchildren were here today? Yeah, their toys on the counter.
Playing with those. I don't know how you chew through that. That's really,
It is really
I
hard.
can't. I ripped my teeth out.
That's why I buttered it. Make it a little softer.
It won't.
Make it a little softer. It'll be great. It'll be great.
Literally a brick.
It'll be great. I can't wait. I'm going to cut it. It is very hard. Maybe I left it in the oven a little bit.
I think you left it into a little bit because you cooked it.
Look at that.
Except
Perfect.
for the outside. I think you're going to have to cut the crust off.
Ah, we'll see how it does. Yeah, you're not supposed to cut it, but I did anyway. It's a lot of butter, but you gotta have butter on your fresh sourdough bread.
Like, cut your hand off.
No. Now I have to try it.
Say goodbye to your teeth. Must not be very good.
I did add salt to it, but I'm thinking it maybe needed a little bit more than what I added to it. Other than that, the texture is really good. It's really good bread. Yay! I'm glad it finally worked for me.